I'm making my beef and rutabaga hand pies. I make a dough, add the filling, and then whip up an easy jalapeno ketchup for dunking. To get started on my crust, I'll add 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour to my food processor, so it'll be extra doughy and good. I'll add a teaspoon of sugar and a teaspoon of kosher salt, and those are all my dry ingredients, and I'll pulse to combine. This looks great. I have 12 tablespoons of butter, which is cold and cubed. I also have an egg, and then I'm gonna get 1/2 cup of the coldest water that my tap will give me. To the water, I'm gonna add the egg yolk, and I'm gonna reserve the egg white for my egg wash later on. I'll add 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. I'll stir this up. I'll add the butter directly to my food processor. I'll get my lid on and then pulse until the butter is the size of small peas. And as I pulse, I'm gonna drizzle in the wet ingredients and continue on pulsing until the dough comes together. Oh yeah, this dough is looking great. I'll form my dough into a big log, and that'll help me divide it up into individual portions for the hand pies when I shape them. All right, let me grab my plastic wrap. I'll wrap this up and then stick it in the refrigerator while I make my filling. The filling for these pies is just that, filling. And the best part about it is that you don't have to cook it before adding it to the center. I start with 12 ounces of cubed sirloin steak in my bowl. I'll add a diced russet potato, 1/2 an onion, a few carrots for color and sweetness, and lastly, 1 rutabaga, which is quintessential pasty filling, and it adds loads of earthiness. I'll just peel off the skin and then chop it up. Now I'll season this with salt and pepper. And I'm also gonna add some fresh thyme, which will give these pies some herbiness. I'll strip the leaves right off of the stem and sprinkle these in. And I'll mix my filling all together. My filling is done, I'll grab my dough, and then I'll put the pies together. My dough's had a chance to chill, and now I'll unwrap it and then cut it into 6 pieces. I'll dust my board with my flour so that the dough doesn't stick. And then I'm gonna roll my dough out into an oval that's about 8 inches long by 6 inches wide. Each of these pies is gonna get a cup of filling, which is gonna seem like a lot, but it cooks down in the oven. Next, I'll brush the edges with egg wash, and this will help seal in the filling. I don't want any of this good stuff escaping. And now I'll tuck this filling in. So with one hand, I'm gonna fold the top dough over, and then with my other hand, I'm gonna try to keep the filling all together. I'm gonna roll the outer edge on top of itself. And then to make it pretty, I just like putting in a scalloped edge. I'll add 2 slits in the top for some vents to release the steam, and that's it. Look how cute. It's like a smile. Okay, I'll keep on forming my beef hand pies with the same crimped crust. All tucked in tight, no filling escaping here. I'll finish these off with some egg wash before I stick them in the oven. I'll bake these at 400 degrees for 15 minutes and then reduce the temperature to 350 for another 30 minutes until they're deep golden brown. My beef and rutabaga hand pies are almost ready, and they'd be really good as is, but I'm gonna make a simple jalapeno ketchup for maximum flavor nuggage. I'll just add a cup of ketchup to my bowl, some pickled jalapenos with a splash of brine for heat, a few dashes of Worcestershire sauce, and mix it up. Oh, that's spicy. That's gonna go perfect with the hand pies. And speaking of which, I'm gonna check on them now. Look at this perfect golden brown color, and they smell amazing. I have to taste one. Oh yes. Let me dunk in that ketchup. It's so buttery and flavorful, and the ketchup is the perfect touch.